What's going down, everybody? You know who this is. It is your boy, the Hitman, aka your best friend, Drewski, and welcome to another edition of Space Bucket Growing with Drewski. As always, this episode and every episode is brought to you by our sponsor, Rainman Space Bucket Micro Grows. You're going to check them out on Instagram. That's at Mostly Safe 8. That's the number 8 at the end of that. Mostly Safe 8. Check out the link in their bio, and you're going to go to their Etsy store and check out what you're hearing behind us in the background. If you hear all that wind tunnel sound right there, that's the Rainman model at full capacity right now with Tinkerbell in the works. We got her in like a little half-gallon pot. Got that going, you know. We love it. Waiting for this edible to kick in, but you know, that's life. But speaking of life, I wanted to tell you guys about Tinkerbell. Now, Tinkerbell is 2 weeks old, and we're making some progress already. Like, when this thing popped soil, it was actually pretty cool to see that happen. And now the growth that it does have, there's something just crazy about these leaves. I love the way this plant looks, from the deep serrated feel of the texture of the leaves to how deep the cuts are in the leaves. Like, this really looks like the embodiment of the good old cannabis plant. You know, how we see the leaves in the cannabis plant's been represented. Like, if I cut one of these off, you would think it was a template. That's how crazy this thing is. And if you're following on Instagram, that's at whatarewedoing_podcast. You'll see what I'm talking about. This plant looks freaking awesome, but we did, let's see, it's been alright, October 19th was when we've got our 4 first leaves. So even then, that was like 3 days out. So about October 15th, let's just roundabout go from there. We planted from seed Tinkerbell from Rainman Gardens. And now it's time to transfer. So what we're going to do is, in the Rainman model Space Bucket, we're going to do the same thing we did with the Granddaddy Perp cross from Oasis Cultivations. And we're going to put that in a 3-gallon smart pot, and then we are going to rigorously hit this plant with some nectar for the gods' nutrients, and plan our next grow. Now, I am in a small predicament here because I kind of want to be limited to the one. I do have the LED light spacer. I do have a nice and powerful UFO LED, but also have another one. It's a little bit less powerful, 135 watts versus 180, but you know, it does the job. Like, do not get me wrong. Ever since I've been using LED from switching to from CFL, LED for the win. So that being said, I've been telling y'all that I wanted to do another Granddaddy Perp cross, and you know, Oasis Cultivations, that seed that you hooked up last time was super freaking awesome. So you know, going into the archive of seeds that I have, because I got a lot. I've got sherbets and Girl Scout cookies and strawberry cough and all kinds of stuff. I just got all kinds of stuff in the repertoire right now. But, you know, being that I like variety, that's why I did the Tinkerbell first, because it was something different. I've never heard of it. We barely know the lineage of the Tinkerbell, which kind of intrigues me even more to get everything going with that, and see how this thing comes out. And what I'm seeing right now, this plant's going to be freaking crazy. So I'm looking, and actually I do have the collection dead in front of me here. I know I've got, we've got the P47 or the Purple Grenade. First one I pull out, Purple Grenade. And then we got Wicked Purple Haze, Magnifique. Tinkerbell is the one we just planted. And then I've got some other seeds sitting around here somewhere. And, yeah. So, I've never had marmalade, so, you know what, Granddaddy Perp marmalade, we're going to go Magnifique. Y'all hear that? That's that package. So, that's going to go in the Elevated Lifestyle model space bucket, and that's the one that I've built. I'm going to do another revamp before I actually go, and the next revamp on the space bucket is once again going to be fans. After getting the Rainman model and seeing how big the fans are and how much effectiveness they have, now I see why, the bigger the fan, yeah. So, seeing that I've got small fans, I'm just going to double up each. So I'm going to go 2 for intake, 2 for exhaust. And hopefully that will decrease a lot of the heat problems that I ran into before. But like we've been looking forward to, this is season 2. We've got the fall coming up, so starting to get cooler. A lot of temperature change coming along with this, so we're just looking forward to getting all that going on this next one. But the revamp's going to involve new fans, just seeing that they're more effective. That's one thing I have learned from last season 1's grows, seeing the Rainman model in effect, and then seeing mine. Definitely have to upgrade the fans. But other than that, foil tape's running right. Might have to build like 6 more spacers to have 2 grows completely going. Smart pots are on deck, so we're good to go. Y'all seen Tinkerbell. You've seen what we can do. You've seen the progress of the last few grows. Despite heat problems, I believe that this time around, this grow right now, we're gonna rock out. So, we're just getting everything going. Going through the tools that I have now, which are a lot because I forgot how many spacers I had. But with nutrients, the space buckets, hopefully I can switch over to flower flip in like 2 weeks. I'm gonna let it get a little bit of oomph to it, and then I'm gonna flip over to flower, and then we're just gonna get rocking. So, good luck, Tinkerbell. You're up next, buddy. But once again, this is your boy, Big Drewski. I wanted to thank everybody for tuning in and listening to Space Bucket Growing with Drewski. Y'all have been in on a wild ride with me, and I appreciate it. If you're listening to this, please let all your friends know that they can listen to this on any platform that they like to, except for iTunes. So if you've got Google Play Music, iHeartRadio, YouTube, Spreaker, and you listen to LasVegasCannabisRadio.com. You know, check us out, man. We got the What Are We Doing podcast, which records once a week. And then we do have Space Bucket Growing with Drewski, which is the more spontaneous podcast, depending on the grow season. So you guys might get more, you might get a little bit less. Hopefully this season I'm hoping for more. What I want to do is give y'all some more content that pertains to like the depth and knowledge of Space Bucket Growing. So some of these won't involve just the grow. It'll be like the build, an engineering standpoint, as you will. So hopefully y'all tune in, man. Keep rocking with me. This is season 2 of Space Bucket Growing with Drewski, and this is your host, Drewski, at DRUSKI702 on Instagram. Main account is at WhatAreWeDoing_podcast. Make sure you follow at MostlySafe8, at Stacks510, Fatty's Premium Papers, Smoke Pipe, Blazy Susan, Ooze 420, Lighter Bro, the Baked Boys Club. If y'all not following the Baked Boys Club, if y'all have not got any gear from the Baked Boys Club, I so urge you to do so right now. I got a Baked Boys Club Rasta Man t-shirt on. So comfortable. It's really, really soft. I love the fabric. It's like a sturdy cotton, but it's soft. And then the Baked Boys fucking hat to go with it sets the whole thing off. Y'all can catch me out on the streets in that every, once a week. I got a rep when I'm with my homies. So go to at baked_boys_club on Instagram. Holla at them. At Mars Khalifa. We see you, man. We got to get a shoot going, man, sometime soon. So that's that, y'all, man. This is your boy, Big Drewski. This is another edition of Space Bucket Growing with Drewski. Listen on your favorite platform and follow us on Instagram.